Now that we have discussed about congruency of two different quantities, now comes the concept of discussing the congruency for triangles. So let's see the rules for congruency of triangles. The topic of the session, congruency of triangles. So for example, I have two triangles ABC and DEF. The two triangles are said to be congruent if they are equal in all respects, is what we have defined congruency in the previous session. Now, triangle ABC and DEF are the two triangles I have considered. Triangle ABC is said to be congruent. The symbol I use for congruent is this. Triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF if they are equal in all respects, in the sense that they are equal in sides, equal in angles is what we understand, or equal in area. So if the first thing for congruency is the corresponding sides of two triangles are equal. That is, for triangle ABC and triangle DEF, the corresponding sides are equal. That is, the corresponding side of AB is DE, so this must be equal to this, and for AC the corresponding side is DF, which must be equal, and the corresponding side BC and EF must be equal in correspondence. The corresponding sides are equal, and secondly, the corresponding angles are equal. The second case is the corresponding angles. Now that the corresponding sides are equal, next comes the corresponding angles. Angle A equals angle D, angle B equals angle E, angle C equals angle F. Is how we understand the corresponding angles of the two triangles being equal. This equals this, this equals this, and this equals this. So the two triangles are congruent under these two conditions. Congruency of two triangles is based on corresponding sides of the two triangles being equal and the corresponding angles of the two triangles being equal out here. Congruency defined through the symbol. Is how we understand the two triangles congruent. Congruency of triangles. Now that we have seen the rules for congruency of two triangles, let's see its applications through some applied problems. For example, I start with applications. For example, I have two triangles. Let me examine if the two triangles are congruent or not, or are not congruent. I have two triangles here which are PQR and LMN. So I have two triangles PQR and LMN which I need to identify whether they are congruent or not congruent. So let's see. 30, 60, and then this. So let's see if the two triangles PQR and LMN are congruent. Clearly, let's start with corresponding sides. So initially, I'll examine for corresponding sides in the triangle PQR and triangle LMN. I clearly have my PQ, which is 4. And similarly, my corresponding side MN is 4. So I have PQ equals MN, which equals 4, is how I understand. Similarly, let me take the next side QR. The side QR of the triangle PQR, which is 3, its corresponding side LM also is 3. Is how we understand the second side. And the corresponding side of QR is LM because the angle 30 degrees opposite to QR is QR, and the angle opposite to 30 degrees is LM, which is 3. Similarly, my PR, which is opposite to the 90 degrees, because when this is 30 degrees and 60 degrees, the third angle is right angle, and here is right angle. So opposite to right angle is phi, and opposite to right angle is phi. Therefore, my side PR, which is the hypotenuse for this right angle triangle, and LN, which is the hypotenuse for this right angle triangle, are equal, and in turn which are equal to phi. Is how I have all the corresponding sides which are equal. The corresponding sides are investigated to be equal. Next is the corresponding angles. My angle, which is 30 degrees, is equal to angle which is 30 degrees. So here my angle P is equal to angle N, which is equal to 30 degrees. Similarly, my angle R equals, this being 90 and 30, obviously this must be 60 degrees using the angle sum. 180 minus 90 plus 30 is 60 degrees. Therefore, this angle refers to the corresponding angle out here. So my angle R is equal to angle L, which is equal to 60 degrees. Thirdly, my angle Q, which is 90 degrees, is equal to angle M, which is 90 degrees. Therefore, I have the corresponding angles equal. Are equal. Now, since for the two triangles PQR and LMN, the corresponding sides are equal and the corresponding angles are equal, therefore I can say triangle PQR is proudly congruent to triangle LMN. So the two triangles are congruent because the corresponding sides are equal and their corresponding sides angles are equal. they are equal in all respects, therefore they are congruent. Is how I apply the congruency concept in the given problems. Applications of congruency of triangles in real life.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.